right on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This article is entitled Toronto Imam, Muslims Should Hire Only Muslims. And it's back in 2016, but I think it's more relevant than ever before. Ever before. Particularly as there's a committee floating around the country trying to grab information on, quote, Islamophobia. So today I want to read a small part of a post, and I will put a link to this on my website. Shakir Syed Raghia, I think that's how you pronounce it, was born in Somalia in the late 80s and moved to North America. Now, we don't know how he did that, but he did. Raghia has a bachelor's in Islamic studies and master's in Sharia, and he has had several posts over the years, including founding member of Masjid Huda in Montreal, Masjid Aya in Maryland, advisor for Muslim Youth Magazine, and member of ASCA Association. And he has served as a chaplain at both the University of Calgary and the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, SAIT. He served as an imam at Abu Hara Mosque in Toronto, the chairman for the Journey of Faith Conference, an instructor for some institute which I cannot pronounce. In his sermon delivered at Abu Hara Centre in Toronto, and there's a video you can watch apparently, Imam Raghia called on Canadian Muslims to unite and translate their demography into political and economic power. This is what I've been saying. That is necessary to make the government allow Muslims to implement Sharia law in their communities and change the foreign policy. Raghia spoke in favour of following the example of the Sikh neighbourhood in Edmonton, Alberta, by bringing the Muslim community to live together in one area in which the authorities will not be able to make any decision without the approval of the Muslims. And that's wrong. That's where multiculturalism is a total failure. He urges Muslims to hire only Muslim workers, to buy Muslim products or services only from Muslim-owned businesses, and to avoid advertising with outlets owned by kafir, which means non-believer. And that word is insulting. And I think that word is racist. And I think that word is also hate speech. And that should also be tackled. In this way, he maintained Canadian Muslims can strengthen themselves and live according to Islam. The following is a transcript of segments from Raghia's sermon, and I've just taken clips of it. And these are partial quotes. You can see all the links if you go to the link that I put on my website. With 400,000 or 500,000 Muslims, you can create the most powerful lobby in Canada. With that number of Muslims, you can create one of the strongest Muslim businesses in Toronto. If you just put our resources together, we can work together as Ummah. That means Muslim nation. We can change a lot. Another part of the quote, as Muslims, we are scattered all over the city. You have people living in Brampton. You have people living in Mississauga. You have people living in Whitby. You have people living in Richmond Hill. Imagine if we get together in one area. All you need to do, I will never advertise with kafar, the unbeliever infidel. There you go. Okay, so it goes on and on and on. But it's the content of the post that I and many Christian Canadians and other groups should and do find offensive. And ask yourself this of Trudeau and his liberal communist buddies. If these comments had been made by any other group of people, say Jews, Christians, and whatever, it would be A, considered hate speech, B, considered racist, homophobic, anti-Muslim, and Islamophobic. Not that that's a real word. Strange though, isn't it, that Muslims in Canada seem to be able to say and do whatever they want, but all other Canadians have to obey the laws of the land. Now it can't be a coincidence, can it, that according to political pundits in this country, that Muslims are the fastest growing voting bloc in Canada. Or is that just me being cynical? You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you will find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, Gab, and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments on Spreaker.com under A Radio. That's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. You can find all my podcasts and all my morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com. Click on the Morning Moments tab.